Not exactly the best work of recent times. I was feeling a bit below usual levels and it showed. At least I realized how things were going pretty early and didn't try to overdo it. The pull-ups were feeling anything but explosive. Also, I couldn't focus enough to get the timing right, so they looked a little all over the place. Starting to pull too early means that I'm basically negating the initial swing, and it makes the pull actually harder than if I had just started from a static position. Also, pulling too early means that I'm still too far ahead in relation to the bar to come out and swing up. And instead, my trajectory is just an outwards one, which doesn't really bring me over the bar. And I kind of have to pull myself back in towards it as my head and upper torso clear it. That slows things down a lot, and I just end up with the bar in line with my sternum at best. As usual, I only did as many reps as I could realistically justify as reasonable attempts at explosive work. And in this case, it meant that I just stayed at 4 reps per set to save face. Seriously, I was aware that they weren't going too well, but I just couldn't muster the brain effort to get the coordination in. So, what ended up happening for the most part was that my legs were trying to help out, and there was a bit too much keeping for my liking. It's funny how keeping is something that takes over as soon as the brain is out of the picture, almost as a sort of involuntary reflex that's built in and takes over bland attempts at proper repetitions. I say this because when I first started and I had no idea of what to do, it was normal for the body to try and throw everything that it could in order to try and get over the bar. And now, even though I know what I should do, the body still tries to cheat its way up. It's almost cute. But I knew then, deep down, that it wasn't great work. Still, I gave it 3 sets, and hopefully, I will bring my brain over next time. Luckily, that was the only mentally and neurologically challenging exercise of the session. It's a shame that it was the important one for me. The rest was some wrist and elbow work, as well as some carries. I was using two 20 kilo dumbbells on the carries. Last week I used something in the low 20s, but they felt easy. And this time I went up, and they didn't feel too difficult either. So I think that I will go over 30 kilo per dumbbell next time, and also bring the straps in, just because the wrists got a hell of a workout in this one. So it's a good idea to have them, not have them, I mean, potentially be the weak link on an exercise that is not trying to work them directly, primarily. I really like the farmer's carries. I want to go heavy soon, and it's a shame that the gym doesn't really have specific equipment to load them properly, nor really the dedicated space to get some proper work in. The turf is upstairs, so that's not ideal. I will have to figure out a way to load them properly without being in the way of people, and it's an exercise that I like a lot, and I'll do everything that I can to keep it in and make it work. Ciao.